Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to tell you how to add, delete, manage users and groups in Linux and Unix like operating system. So just let's start with it. Open the terminal. Okay, once you open the terminal, first thing is as a normal user you cannot add another users and manage another users. You have to log in as a root. Root is the admin, it's like the admin of the operating system. So to log in as root, you will write su space hyphen and press enter. It will ask you for the password. Just enter your password and don't worry, you won't see anything if you're typing there, not even the stars. Just type your password and press enter. Okay, as you can see, I have now logged in as a root, and so whatever commands I'll perform, these are the commands which are performed by the root itself. Okay, the admin itself. Okay, the first command is I want to add the user, so the command is user add. Mention the name of the user. Let's say okay, Superman. That's the name of the user, and press enter. Okay, our user has been added, so we know how to add the user. I want to check whether this user has been added or not. See, we have a file that is called password PASSWD, not WRD. That is the default file which contains the information about the users, and cat command is used to display the contents of the file. So the meaning of this command is I want to display the contents of password file which is present in etc directory, and password file contains information about the users. If I press enter, you can see I have just added the user Superman. Fine. Now the meaning of this thing is you first this is user. Let me show you the meaning of this entire term. See, the format of your password file is like this. First you see is user, then is the password, user ID, group ID, command, home, and shell. If I go back here, the first thing is the name of the user. Second is we haven't applied any password yet. Next is the user ID. What's the ID of the user? What's the ID of the group? And then is the home directory. What will be the home directory for the Superman? And last one is what will be the location of the shell. Okay. So let's move to the next command. We want to add the group. So add group, add space, mention the name of the group. Let's say superheroes, and press enter. Now the group has been added, and I want to check the whether the group has been added or not. So the command is cat, the same command, but this time we'll check the command file group. So show me the contents of group file which is present in etc directory, and press enter. Group file, let me go upward. This group file, it contains the information regarding secondary groups. We have two types of group. One is called primary group and other is called secondary group. I'll explain this very shortly. So first thing that you have to keep in mind that cat command shows the information about the secondary groups. So I have just created the group superheroes, that is the secondary group. Okay, now the next thing is let's talk about what we have to do next. What we have done till now, we have just logged in as a root, then we performed the command user add, we added the user, and then we added the group. Now next thing is I want to add a new user. His name is Iron Man, into the group superheroes. Second command is you want to add the users. I want to add the user, let's say what is the name, Iron Man. Okay, Iron Man. But when I'm creating this user, I want to add him to the group as well. The group name is Superheroes. Fine. See, I'm adding a new user, sorry, Iron Man. Command is again command is user add. Of course, I'm going to add a new user, and what will be the name of the user? Iron Man. But while I'm performing the command, I'm giving a more option. This hyphen symbol always means the option. I'm saying that capital G means added to the secondary group, and the name of the secondary group is superheroes. I'm just telling it the computer that create a new user Iron Man, and at the same time add it to the secondary group superheroes, and press enter. Now let me check whether this has been added or not. So I'll check the group file. If I check the group file, you can see with the superheroes I have just added the user Iron Man to the superheroes. Now you want, let's say I want to add in superheroes are you we in the beginning we created the user Superman. See, Superman is already existing, and I want to add Superman to the superheroes group as well. So how this will be done? User mod space minus capital G minus superheroes, and then the name was Superman. Okay, see, here is the new command usernod. If you are adding a new user, you will use useradd. If the user, see, Superman user is already existing in the system, we have just created that, it's already there. So if it is already there and I want to modify something something regarding the existing user, then I will use the supermod. So I'm just saying that modify the information of Superman and add him to the group superheroes, and press enter. Oh, heroes spellings HEROS, and press enter. And now the command has been executed successfully. So let me check the contents of group file and press enter. As you can see, Superman is also added to the group of superheroes. Now the last thing is, let's say I want to change the group group of Superman. I'm going to add just one more group add, let's say Avengers. That's a new group. Okay, and I want to add Superman to the group Avengers. Okay, is it okay, let's do this. So what was the command? User mod space minus capital G space what was the name of the group? Avengers. And what's the name of the user? Superman, and press enter. And let's check the file again. And now Superman has been added to the group Avengers. Alright, now there's one problem. See, I have just switched Superman from superheroes to Avengers group. What if, now let's talk about the concept of primary group and secondary group. Okay, we have two types of group. One is primary group and second is secondary group. Your primary group is the default group your account is associated with when you log in. See, when you log into your computer, you are associated with one group. When you create your account, if you check here, see, we created Superman user. By default, Superman group is also created. We created Iron Man group. Iron Man user. By default, Iron Man group is also created. This is group file. If you remember, this was our group file, right? This was our group file, and Superman was our user, Iron Man was our user, but still they are present in the group file, because when you create a new user, by default with the same name, a primary group will be created. So Superman is a primary group, and if you, by performing the user mod command, I have I have made Avengers the secondary group of the Superman. So Superman's primary group is Superman itself, and the secondary group is Avenger. Secondary groups are any other groups which the user is part of other than its primary group. Okay, we can also add Superman to more than one group. Let's say I want to add him to the superheroes, Avengers, and okay, both of the groups. So what I will do, user mod space minus capital G space what's the name of the first group? Superman, comma, what's the name of the second group? Superheroes. And what's the name of the user? Superman, and press enter. Command executed. Now let's check the file, and as you can see, Superman is in Superman. Oh sorry, by mistake I have written मैंने क्या लिख दिया? Oh sorry, my mistake. By mistake I have written there what I wrote there. Okay, Superman. Actually I wanted to add him to Avengers as well. Avengers. Okay, and press enter. Now let's check the file. Okay, now Superman is the part of Avengers, Superman is a part of superheroes, and Superman is a part of Superman as well. Okay, now the last thing is, see, I told you in the beginning that cat command is used to check the secondary groups, not the primary group. Then how can I check the primary group of any user? Command is simple: id space, mention the name of the user, use Superman, and press enter. See, GID, UID is a group ID. Sorry, user ID, GID is a group ID, and this is the primary group of the user Superman. Fine. Let's say I want to change the primary group. Everything else is same. What was the command? Usermod space minus capital G space. Let's say I want to make Avengers his primary group space. Name of the user is Superman. Okay. Only thing that you have to change is capital G is used to add capital G works with the secondary groups and small g works with the primary group. If I press enter, now it has been Avengers has become the primary group of Superman. Let's check this. Enter, and as you can see now the group ID is Avengers. So this is how you work with users and groups in Linux. And the thing that I forgot to tell is how to apply password to the to your account. Let's say we had the user Superman, and I want to apply the password. So the command is password space, mention the name of the user, that was Superman, and press enter. It will ask you to enter a new Unix password. So mention your password and press enter. It's just a hint. Bad password, I mean the password that I have applied is very short. You may get some hints like your password is just a dictionary word and something like that. Don't worry, it's just giving you a hint. Okay, then it asks you to retype your password. Retype your password, and you won't see anything while you're typing. So once you get this message, all authentication tokens updated successfully, that means your password has been applied. And if you want to quickly revise this, let's see this. Okay, so useradd to add a new user, groupadd to add a new group, useradd to delete a user, and groupadd to delete group. Okay, if you're working with a new user and you want to add to the group as well, useradd space minus capital G is the option. After G, you will directly mention the group name, and then you will mention the name of the user. But if the user is already existing, that means you already have the user in your computer. In that case, you will use user mod. Okay, so in the case of existing user, and if you want to change the group, you will use user mod. And the last thing is how you can check. You have two files, default files. One is called where is it? Okay, one is called password and other is called group, and using the cat command you can see the contents. And the last thing is everything else is same. If you want to work with a primary group, you will use small g, and if you are working with the secondary groups, you will use capital G. And that's it. Thanks for watching, and goodbye. Have a nice day. Bye.